definitely too locked in.
What are some of the most dangerous combinations on the planet? Dynamite and a lighter, opioids and alcohol, Charles White and a basketball. But what about obsession and a weirdo? That is a recipe for disaster. A deranged individual becoming obsessed with someone or something, that is boogeyman shit. And I'm not talking obsessed about like, oh, I'm obsessed with working out or something like that. I'm talking about the obsession where it becomes like a full blown fixation and genuinely a full blown red alert mental disorder that spirals out of control and has oftentimes in the past led to some fatal outcomes, like with stalkers. Most notably, the one everyone always goes to is the Bjork stalker, Ricardo Lopez. He was the one that filmed himself blowing his brains out after forming this obsession with Bjork and trying to assassinate her with a letter bomb, trying to murder her. It's frightening. It is genuinely scary. And last night on stream, I learned about a new, potentially dangerous, obsessed weirdo where someone became fixated on a child from Fairly Odd Parents, a character named Hazel. And this obsession has become so strong that now they are sending threatening emails to the voice actress that plays this character on the show. And I've seen a handful of people saying that it's not that big of a deal, just point and laugh at this weirdo and move on. He's probably harmless. Just pop some popcorn and clown on him. And I just think that that's not exactly the way of handling someone like this. This is someone that needs to be reported, like genuinely to authorities. This is someone that is like actually unhinged. This is a potential maniac, and I don't think it gets taken seriously enough when it comes to this kind of shit. So anyway, I'll show you what we went over on stream, and then we also went over some other big examples of people just like this guy that have in the past gone on killing sprees as a result of their obsession with cartoon children. You saw the super creepy email the voice actor for Hazel in the new Fairly Odd Parents cartoon received? Mm-mm. Fairly Odd Parents voice actress Ashley Crystal Hairston shares disturbing obsessive email from fan fixated on character Hazel. Ashley, the last time I sent you a message, you ignored me. I really did not appreciate being discarded like that, so I'll try to reach out to you again. You do not have to respond, but I implore you to at least listen to what I have to say. But if she doesn't respond, you feel discarded and get upset and then send another email. It's a lose-lose. You're not even really giving her permission, it's the illusion of choice. I'm going to assume you did not read the DM I sent you, but on the off chance you did, I apologize for using racial slurs. So I'd just like to reiterate that I am completely in love with Hazel. She is perfect in every way. To say I'm in love with her is honestly an understatement. She is the love of my life. The universe itself has told me that Hazel is my soulmate, and who are you to go against God? This immediately has the DNA of that guy who killed his sister over his love of Clementine from The Walking Dead. Anyone remember that guy? It was this Nicholas Prosper. It was his sister that he murdered, right? I'm pretty sure it was. This is some very, very, very disturbing shit. We talked about this on stream a while ago. But he became obsessed with Clementine from the game. a child, by the way. And I think it was he let his sister play the game and he was watching and then didn't like a decision that she had made. Why did you kill Larry in front of Clementine? That kind of thing. And then killed her. It was actually his whole family. He killed all of them. What? Oh my god, what? It's been a while since we went over it, but I thought it was only one person that he killed. It was his whole family? Yeah, you're right. The Prosper family murders. 18-year-old Nicholas Prosper murdered his mother, Juliana, his sister, and brother. And yep, all three had been killed by a double-barrel shotgun. He also intended to commit a school shooting. And so his father survived. On September 16, 2024, his father, Ray Prosper, shouted, "I still love you, son. It's not your fault, okay?" That's just heartbreaking to hear, man. I couldn't even imagine being a parent and having something like that, where your son is a fucking evil monster. It must be the most difficult thing in the world to come to terms with. And now your whole life, everyone that you've loved, your wife, your kids are dead because of your son. That's just an entire brain breaker. Prosper shared a pre-recorded video where he referred to The Walking Dead online at 6:22 a.m. and disposed of 2 mobile phones, believing this would protect a group of pedophiles he talked to on Twitter. At one point, Prosper abandoned the bag containing the shotgun and ammunition in a bush at a playing field. At 7:55, Prosper left his hiding spot, walked down Birmingham Road toward a passing police car, which he flagged down with a raised hand. Prosper believed that all schools in the area would be locked down, so his plan was foiled and decided to surrender. That's how they caught him. He was charged with 3 counts of murder. This video, like, he had a YouTube channel dedicated to his love of Clementine. Like, it was all documented.
It's on Living.
It's completely fucking crazy. Like, it's unbelievable. It's beyond disturbing. Here's one of the videos.
He went home with it, and there he set up a webcam, put on his best bucket hat, and began to film a video. Right away in the video, he clearly states that, due to the decisions Giselle made in the game, he was planning on mutilating her face beyond recognition.
On June 30th, my sister decided to make the only correct choices in episode 1 of season 1 of The Walking Dead games, and for that her face will be mutilated further than necessary.
After mentioning his sister, he turns his attention to a video he saw on YouTube. This was gameplay footage of the Walking Dead game recorded by a channel called Living Echoes.
It's just fucking horrifying, man. Sick, twisted, evil people out there. But point is, this is giving me that exact same energy. This feels like the exact same guy. This is dangerous. Genuinely is dangerous. Like, it is wacky to point and laugh at the freak, but this is a genuinely dangerous, unhinged person. What I'm trying to say is that to see you, Hazel's voice actress and co-creator, ship Devzell broke my heart. She's my wife and I love her more than anything. God hates you for getting in the way of Hazel's and my love. Soon you will feel the universe's wrath. Hazel is mine and mine alone. I love her, and she loves me. I will never forgive you for the hurt you have caused. I suggest you take down all the Devzell posts you made, the interviews mentioning it, and stop shipping them if you want a peaceful life. Hazel is canonically 10 years old, by the way. Well, yeah, that's pretty clear. It's Fairly Odd Parents. That Danny Phantom dude had a YouTube channel too, right? Yep. Oh God, what was it called? Something Blaze. Was it Andrew Blaze or something? All about his obsession over the Amber. Yeah, it was Andrew Blaze. Thought so. Scary stuff, man. Scary stuff. He also did a shooting, such a weird phenomenon. Yeah, he went and killed coworkers. His real name's Randy Stair. But he went by Andrew Blaze online and was obsessed with her from Danny Phantom. It's scary how common this stuff is getting. Feels not safe. I wouldn't say that it's getting more common. It's just we see a lot of it now. But this kind of obsession has been around for as long as, as long as I can remember.
Versace.
Think about the Bjork stalker, for instance. But if you're talking about like the phenomenon of people getting obsessed with fictional characters like in cartoons and shit, I guess that's a little newer since cartoons are a little bit newer. But those kind of people have always existed. It's fucking scary. And they seem to always get obsessed with children characters in the cartoon. Clementine, Hazel. There are more podcasts on YouTube than there are stars in the night sky. Everyone has been convinced that they're a unique, special little butterfly and that their insight is invaluable. And now that there's so much easy access to recording equipment, everyone gets this insidious little idea planted deep in their noodle that it's time to start a podcast. And my God, I tell you, it's a plague. It's a disease, a virus that's infecting the mind of the most insecure and insufferable people of all time. For some reason, once that AT-2020 touches their hand, they just scream their insecurity from the mountaintop with authority, proudly. And it blows my mind, but I've never seen insecurity projected quite like what I'm about to show you today. So I am still shocked that he hasn't scrubbed this podcast episode from the entire cyberspace, just wiped it from the internet. Like, if this was a clip of mine, I would have paid every penny I have to my name in order to ensure this never sees the light of day again, that this clip stays buried, like the fucking Millennium Puzzle from Yu-Gi-Oh! It is that embarrassing. Like, you couldn't lock me up in Guantanamo Bay and torture this clip out of me, and yet he still has it on his channel. So the podcast is like a bootleg Fresh and Fit where they just get a bunch of women together and ask them stupid questions and then rate each other's beauty. And then he gets really offended, like visibly upset, and I really thought he was going to start bawling his eyes out, crying in the fetal position. And I've watched a couple of their episodes now because I was curious if this was like an isolated thing. But no, this is pretty common. This is like a staple in their show from what I can tell, where they just have this section where they ask the women that they bring on to rate their beauty. The rate the podcast host's beauty.
Listen, ladies, we're rating just off physical appearance, just off beauty, okay? Same standards. Trust me, we're not going to get hurt, okay?
That's the biggest lie ever told since the time Kellogg's tried to convince the world that sugar doesn't make you fat. So, the segment is rate our appearance, basically, which is some actual middle school, literal baby brain man-child behavior shit. That is insecurity at its finest, to have the women you bring on as guests rate your appearance. That's so stupid. I'm surprised they don't also play Spin the Bottle and Truth or Dare. And maybe they do, I've only watched a couple of their episodes, but he says that they're not going to get offended with the ratings. Well, do I have news for you?
All right, cool.
Stop being delusional.
What the fuck?
All right, so now what I want you to do is, ladies, real quick, don't fucking waste my time. Rate the guys. Do me a favor, Josh. Stand up real quick, man. Everybody look at him once, man. He's not going to stand up again, all right? So I want you to rate me